This is the book of Ephesians chapter 6 and verse 16. Above all, taking the shield of faith, wherewith ye shall be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked. I want to give all honor, glory, and infinite praises to the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem SHAQADAN. Double honors to the elders and apostles, great millstone. Peace and salutations to the elect scattered abroad, pushing his truth and sincerity. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem SHAQADAN, Barakatham, to Zaquanium, Wa'akim, Wa'quafium. You know, you elders, you brothers, you sisters, the hopeful elect out there laboring, keeping the commandments to the best of your ability, giving diligence, make your calling and election sure. And of course, keeping faith in Yahweh, Yahweh Shai, in these last days, in these perilous times that we're living in. This is Brother Pashai, Banyan Sha'ala. And this will be a quick lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai on above all, take that shield of faith, man. You know, and I pray this video could be, you know, a faith builder, exhorting, edifying to the lambs, to the sheep, to the lambs of Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai. You know, you brothers out there, you sisters out there that listen and that truly believe in the Most High Yahweh and his beloved Son, Yahweh Shai. You see, because the times that's coming on this earth, man, it's going to be terrible, man. Dark, gloomy times. You know, Jacob's trouble, the great tribulation, lawless society, you know, martial law, FEMA camps, you know, torture tactics. Esau got set up in the different concentration camps, you know what I'm saying? Women getting raped and ravished, cannibalism, you know, all these things can be happening simultaneously, man. You know, plagues, pestilences, the sword, destruction, death, calamities, desolation, you know, race wars and riots, you know, seditions among men, insurrections upon those that fear Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. So all these times coming on this earth, you know, we have to approach those times with what? Faith, man. You know, that's why it's important to right now be building up our relationship with the Most High Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. You know, our faith in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai has to be on swole, man. You know, we have to truly believe. And each brother got a different, you know, amount of faith, you know, different portion of faith, you know. But if you feel like you're lacking faith, pray for more faith, man. If you feel like you're lacking strength, pray for more strength. You know, confidence, pray for more confidence in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. You know, and the Lord gonna boost our faith up with each situation He delivers us out of, man, in these last days. You know, that's why He blessed us to know His name and His Son's name, to call upon Him, man. You see, to call upon Him. That's like if someone give it a phone number, man. They give it a phone number for you to call them, and they gonna answer the phone call. You know, they're not giving a number just to, you know, keep it in your phone. Call them, you know, text them. You see, that's the Most High. He gave us His name for us to call upon. He didn't give us to keep it in our, you know, our contact list. You know, I'm gonna call it whenever I feel like it. No, call Him every day. You know, call Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai every day. Praise Him every day. You know, praise Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai as much as you can, man. You know, so when all hell breaking loose, He's gonna deliver us out of these troubling times. You know, and the scripture say by faith and works, whereby ye have believed, you're gonna be preserved from the said perils. That's 2 Esdras, the 9th chapter, and verse 6 on down to I believe verse 7. Right? But let's read this one more time from the top, and I'm gonna start up something, right? All right, so remember this, brothers, and you sisters out there as well that believe, that truly believe in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. You know, we have to, you know, approach these times with faith, man. You know, remember the faith of our forefathers, you know, Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, you know, Moses, man. Moses had extreme faith in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. King David, you see, King Solomon, right? Samson, you know, Jeremiah, all the prophets of old, man. You know, Daniel, Meshach, Shadrach, and Abednego, they about to get thrown in the fire. They got thrown in the fiery furnace, man. But they approached that with faith in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Like, listen, man, we not getting down and worshiping this image that you guys set up. Wicked as Nebuchadnezzar, he was a king of Babylon at that time. He set up a golden image, you know, and once the music played, everyone got to bow down and worship it. Meshach, Shadrach, and Abednego, they didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? And they was like, listen, Nebuchadnezzar told him, listen, don't you know I could throw you in the furnace? You know, and who's this God that shall deliver you out of my hands? You know what they told him? They literally, in this Daniel, the 3rd chapter, they told him, listen, I'm going to quote it, you know, through the Spirit. They basically said, listen, whether the Most High deliver us or not, we're still not going to worship this image, man. But the Most High, of course, the Most High have the power to deliver us, man. But even if He don't, we still not going to worship the image. You know, that took extreme faith right there, man. A fiery furnace, and he said heated up 7 times more. You know, then they threw him in there, and the people that threw Meshach, Shadrach, and Abednego inside the fiery furnace, they got put to death. You know, they burned alive, man. But the fire did not harm them. This actually happened, man. And it takes faith to believe that. Let's read this. Ephesians 6 and verse 11. And it reads, also verse 10, finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. Put on the whole armor of the Most High Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Wherefore, take unto you the whole armor of the Most High. Man, we battling demons, you know. We battling these wicked-ass elites, their wicked-ass enchantments, and their witchcraft and sorcery. You know, we battling a whole bunch, man. Then they're going to get physical soon. You know, right now it's a spiritual warfare, man. But they about to come down and actually try to harm us, man. Actually try to touch us, put their hands on the prophets. You know, and that's when the Lord going, intervene. Isaiah 59 and 19. Right? So verse 13 again, it says, wherefore take unto you the whole armor of the Most High. Right? The whole armor. Right? That ye may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all to stand. And what's some of the things the Lord commands you to do to be able to stand during that time? Pray, fast, do the work of an evangelist, man. You know, whatever your lot may be, perfect it in these last days. Whatever your talent is, you better flip that talent, man. You know, you better get your hands dirty, man. You know, in this plow. You see? Put the work in. You know, whatever your lot is, man. Verse 14, stand therefore, having your loins girded about with truth, and having on the breastplate of righteousness, and your feet shod with the preparation of the gospel of peace. Above all, so above all of that, right? Above all, taking the shield of faith, man. I'm going to get Hebrews 11 chapter, Lord willing, I don't forget it. Above all, taking the shield of faith, wherewith ye shall be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked. Because Esau going to throw some fiery darts, man. You know, the jab, the MOTB, which is right after that, which is the mark of the beast, which is, that's what MOTB stands for, the mark of the beast, which is the microchip, you know, the RFID microchip, man. You see? That's gonna be that's a fiery dart you're gonna throw at everybody, man. If you don't take this, you can't buy or sell. You know what I'm saying? You can't function in society. Man, you're gonna have to take that leap of faith. Like, man, fuck this world. You know what I'm saying? It's the same with, I'm gonna account with Moses, man. You know, during the time of ancient Egypt, Moses was living, you know, in luxury. You know, he was raised as the son of Pharaoh's daughter. You know? And he said, man, forget all that, man. I'm a rather suffer affliction with the children of the Most High. That's the same spirit we have to be in these last days, man. Brothers is comfortable, you know. Each brother got their own living situation, you know. But, you know, brothers got roofs over their heads, you know, comfortable bed, refrigerator with food in it, you know, water to drink, you know, clothes, you see, bathroom, you know, soap, toothpaste, toothbrush, you know, towels and washcloths, you see, deodorant. Brothers got, you know, but then the time coming where we're going to have to take that leap of faith. You know, we gotta take that shield of faith, man. For Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, I will forsake all of this, man. You know, let's read on down. So it says, and take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of the Most High. Who's the word of the Most High made flesh? Yahushai, right? Praying always. So we gotta pray always, man. Always pray, meaning what? Beg. Call Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, man. He gave us his name for a reason, and his son's name for a reason, to call upon, right? Praying always with all prayer and supplication in the spirit, and watching thereunto with all perseverance and supplication for all saints, remaining on our watch as well. You see? Let's get Hebrews now. Right? So I want to be, you know, a quick exhorting lesson to the hopeful elect. Right? Hebrews 11 verse 1. And it reads, now faith is a substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. And if you look at the definition of faith, it basically goes to tell you, you know, believing in something with no proof, you know. But we have proof through the Spirit, man. It's just faith, man. You know, the prophecies are proof. The proof is in the pudding, you know. But people of the world, they're natural, they're carnal. They can't see the things that we see. You know what I'm saying? So then they gotta actually see it to believe it, you know. And Elder Apostle Gabar brings this point out a lot with, you know, with Thomas, who he doubted, man. He basically he doubted the resurrection of our Lord. And, you know, did that make him not a part of the elect? No. That was just his lot. You know, for it to be written down for us to read today. And we're that much more blessed because we didn't see it, man. But we see him through the book because he comes in a volume of the book. You know, so all of that takes faith, man. You know, but you're gonna have some jigs, you know, that's not gonna believe until they see the works of the men of the Lord. You know, So, but it's verse 11, right? No, it's like verse 1, chapter 11. Hebrews 11 and verse 1. Now faith is a substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. For by it the elders obtained a good report. Through faith we understand that the worlds were framed by the word of the Most High. And who's that word that was made flesh? Yahushua, right? So that things which are seen were not made of things which do appear. But then it says what? By faith Abel offered unto the Most High a more excellent sacrifice than Cain, by which he obtained witness that he was righteous, the Most High testifying of his gifts, and by it he being dead yet speaketh. By faith Enoch was translated that he should not see death, and was not found because the Most High had translated him. For because his translation he had this testimony that he pleased the Most High. But without faith it is impossible to please him, for he that cometh to the Most High must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. Right? So it's gonna get to me. I'm gonna read this whole chapter. Verse 7. By faith Noah, being warned of the Most High of the things not seen as yet. You see, the Lord told him that I'm gonna flood this place, man. You know, I'm gonna flood this place. You know, building an ark. You know, and Noah was warned of the things that he didn't even see yet. He like, I never saw rain. I never, a flood is coming. You know, but it took faith to believe that, okay, the Lord said a flood is coming, so I know a flood is coming. I don't see it yet, but by faith I know it's gonna happen. You know. So it says what? By faith Noah, being warned of the Most High of things not seen as yet, moved with fear. He feared, man. He feared the Most High Yahweh Shemel Shai. Prepared an ark to the saving of his house, by the which he condemned the world and became heir of the righteousness which is by faith, man. You know, he condemned the world. He was preaching to them, man. The scriptures say what? He was a preacher of righteousness, man. And I believe he preached for like what, 120 years? You know, imagine that. That takes faith, man. You know? You may tell someone right now that all hell gonna ready to break loose, and if it don't happen in 2 weeks, they're gonna call you like, man, what are you talking about? I thought you said all hell gonna break loose. Actually, that happened to me. You know, like 2 years ago. Remember I was telling, some friends I grew up with, things about to come on this earth. You know, they called me back like a month or two later, and it was like I thought the end of the world was coming. I thought this was gonna happen, and I just laughed, man. I just laughed at it. I just laughed at it because I'm like, man, whatever. They don't believe, they don't gotta believe. You see? But let's read on down. Verse 8. By faith Abraham, when he was called to go out unto a place by faith Abraham, when he was called to go out into a place which he should after receive for an inheritance, obeyed, and he went out, not knowing whither he went. By faith he sojourned in the land of promise, as in a strange country, dwelling in tabernacles with Isaac and Jacob, the heirs of him of the same promise. You see, our forefathers, man. So we gotta remember the acts of our forefathers, man. The righteous acts and the righteous leaps of faith our forefathers took. Right, verse 10. For he looked for a city which had foundations, whose builder and maker is the Most High Yahweh Shemel Shai. You see? Through faith also Sarah herself received strength to conceive seed, and was delivered of a child when she was past age, because she judged him faithful who had promised. You see? Therefore sprang there even of one, and him as good as dead, so many as the stars of the sky in multitude, and as the sand which is by the seashore innumerable. These all died in faith, right? So they died in a time in faith, though, not having received the promises. They didn't receive it in that time, but they're gonna receive it soon, right? Not having received the promises, but having seen them afar off. They seen it, as they was seers. Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, our forefathers, they were seers. Man, Moses, he was a seer. You see, being a seer, being a visionary. Being able to see the things and envision it before it actually takes place. And that's us right now, man. Right? It says, and were persuaded of them, and embraced them, and confessed that they were strangers and pilgrims on the earth. For they that say such things declare plainly that they seek a country. And truly, if they had been mindful of that country from whence they came out, they might have had opportunity to have returned. But now they desire a better country, that is, in heavenly. Wherefore the Most High is not ashamed to be called their power, for he hath prepared for them a city, which is the kingdom of heaven. Right? By faith Abraham, when he was tried, offered up Isaac, and he that received the promises offered up his only begotten son, of whom it was said that in Isaac shall thy seed be called. So imagine that. You know, it was said, in Isaac shall your seed be called. But then the Most High tried him, you know what I'm saying? And told him to sacrifice Isaac, you know, and he was going to do it because he believed, he had faith in Yahweh Shem Shai. You know, then Most High sent an angel to stop him. Verse 19, accounting that the Most High was able to raise him up. You see, so Abraham understood that, listen, if I sacrifice Isaac, I know the Lord could raise him up. That was faith, you know. So this was going on in Abraham's mind, you see. So it says, of whom it was said that in Isaac shall thy seed be called, accounting that the Most High Yahweh Bashem Yahushua was able to raise him up even from the dead, from whence also he received him in a figure, right? By faith Isaac blessed Jacob and Esau concerning things to come. By faith Jacob, right? Esau got his blessings right now, the sword, the fattest of the earth, you see. But we got the more better blessing, you know what I'm saying? Jacob, he got the more better blessing, man. The kingdom of heaven, power, rulership over the nations, immortality, everlasting life, all of that, man. Right? Servants and handmaids, right? So it says, by faith Jacob, when he was a dying, blessed both the sons of Joseph and worshipped, right? He blessed Ephraim and Manasseh, if I'm not mistaken, right? And worship leaning upon the top of his staff. By faith Joseph, when he died, made mention of the departing of the children of Israel and gave commandment concerning his bones. By faith Moses, when he was born, was hid 3 months of his parents because they saw he was a proper child, and they were not afraid of the king's commandment. Now watch this. By faith Moses, when he was come to years, refused to be called the son of Pharaoh's daughter, choosing rather to suffer affliction with the people of the Most High than to enjoy the pleasures of sin for a season. You know, so Moses, man, he grew up as the son of Pharaoh's daughter. You know, so he grew up in luxury, man. He had servants, handmaids, women, you know, gold, all of that stuff, man. Because Egyptian, they had some resources, man. You see, but he chose rather to suffer affliction. Why? Because he seen and he knew that Egypt was gonna get destroyed, man. And that's us today, man. Modern day Egypt is America, Babylon, and great, and this place is gonna get destroyed by fire and by brimstone, and we see it, man. It may not happen right now, you know. It may not happen tomorrow, but Lord willing, it does, you know. But it's gonna happen soon, and we know it's gonna happen soon. It may not happen tomorrow, but it's gonna happen. You know, Scripture say, what? Though it tarry, wait for it, for it will surely come, it will not tarry. You know? So now I'm going to get this, 2nd Esdras chapter 9 and verse 6. Right? Let me start verse 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. When thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time when the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. So the Most High, he's visiting his world, man. You know, with storm and tempest and earthquakes and, you know, whirlwinds, tornadoes. You see? Verse 3, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things even from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. Right? And that takes faith to understand that. For like as all that is made in the world have a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest. Now watch this. Even so the times also of the highest have plain beginnings and wonders and powerful works and endings and effects and signs, and everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith, whereby ye have believed, shall be preserved from the said perils, and shall see my salvation in my land and within my borders, for I have signified them for me from the beginning. You know, so how brothers and sisters are going to get delivered in these last days? Faith and works. It goes hand in hand. Whereby we have believed in Yahweh Shem Yahushai. So that all takes faith, man. You know, to pray, it takes faith. To go to the highways and the byways, it takes faith. You know what I'm saying? To endure to the end, it takes faith, man. To believe in the scriptures takes faith, man. To believe in Yahweh Shem Yahushai, a power that we don't physically see right now, but we know and believe he's there, takes faith. You see? So let's read this. Sirach 2 and verse 1. My son, thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. Set the heart aright and constantly endure, and make not haste in time of trouble. Cleave unto him, and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou change so low estate. For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. Believe in him, and he will help thee. Order thy way aright, and trust in him. Ye that fear the Lord, wait for his mercy, and go not aside, lest ye fall. Ye that fear the Lord, believe him, and your reward shall not fail. Right? Ye that fear the Lord, hope for good, and for everlasting joy and mercy. Look at the generations of old, and see, did ever any trust in the Lord and was confounded? Or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? Or whom did he ever despise that called upon him? For the Lord is full of compassion and mercy, long-suffering, and very pitiful, and forgiveth sins, and saveth in time of affliction. You see? So the Lord gonna save us, man, during these times that's coming on this earth. You know? We gotta remember the acts of our forefathers and see whoever, had faith in the Lord was confounded. Whoever trusted him was confounded. We cannot find that account, man. You see? Because it's not in there. It's not in there. Let's read this. Psalms 34, right, in verse 17. The righteous cry, and the Lord Yahweh Bashim Shai heareth, and delivereth them out of all their troubles. The Lord Yahweh Bashim Shai is nigh to them that are of a broken heart, and saveth such as be of a contrite spirit. Many are the afflictions of the righteous, but the Lord delivereth him out of them all. So the Lord is getting ready to deliver brothers in miraculous ways, and you sisters out there as well. So we got to continue enduring, keeping faith, Yahweh Bashim Shai. Take that shield of faith, man. Approaching these times is coming. So I pray this video lesson was edifying, exhorting, and faith builder to those who elect. The Lord got us, man. We was called for a reason. He blesses with his name for a reason, man, for us to call upon him. So with that, I'm going to end it, and I pray it's edified. I want to give Kohalayim La Yahweh Bashim Shai, Bashim SHAQADAN. Double honors to the elders and apostles of great millstone. Peace and salutations to the elect scattered abroad, pushing the truth and sincerity. With that, I'm going to say Shalom, Wa Ba Ba Ba. Shalom.